Hey guys, Dr. Daniel Sugai, board certified dermatologist. Hope you guys are all doing well this holiday season. Let's talk about products that I would splurge my money on. This is not a paid or sponsored video. I just want to talk about some ways to spoil yourself or your loved ones this holiday season. So things that I would splurge on would be vitamin C serums or antioxidant serums because those have an anti-aging component. Number two, retinoids, because I love retinoids. I talk about retinoids on all of my channels, whether it's Instagram. And by the way, thank you for helping me get verified, guys. Thank you for the support on Instagram and also on TikTok, where I'm also verified. Just a quick little plug there. Please check me out there as well. And other things I would splurge my money on would be a good sunscreen. Sunscreens that don't give you that crazy white cast. And I'll be talking about a few of those on this video. So let's get into it. Vitamin C serums, apply that after your cleanser. Cleansers, keep it simple. Stay with the affordable ones because you don't have to break the bank when it comes to your cleansers. Vitamin C serums, apply that after your cleanse or after your hyaluronic acid serum. A lot of these vitamin C serums will have hyaluronic acid or some kind of humectant already in it that will draw in water and help plump up your skin. So let's talk about the classic one that everyone knows about, Skinceuticals CE Ferulic. This one is like $169, $170 bottle, 1 fluid ounce bottle. And I got my hands on this. Skinceuticals really is top of the line. They put a lot of time in their research, really do a good job in showing the data and being transparent about the data and finding results, like real clinical results. So they're at a higher price point. I use Skinceuticals for my chemical peels in clinic. And I use their micro peel plus 30, their advanced corrective peel, and then also their TCA, their smart TCA peel, which is great. Very high satisfaction rate with that. So I just like Skinceuticals because I trust the brand, tried and true. And this one has vitamin C, which is, you guys know ascorbic acid is in this, guys, 15% ascorbic acid. Just a really nice punch of vitamin C to apply in the morning after a cleanse to help protect you from free radical damage from the sun, from pollution. And if you apply sunscreen over it, you just get that double whammy of protection against UV radiation. But it also helps with lightening your dark spots or brightening your skin, potentially even helping with collagen production. That's up for debate and can be controversial because ascorbic acid is very unstable and labile once it hits your skin. And does it really go down to the collagen or the second layer of your skin, the dermis, to help and stimulate collagen? That's that can be up for debate. So I do like this though. It's really helped my skin. I've been using a vitamin C serum of some sort in the last 1.5 years, and I'd say this is solid still. Vitamin E works synergistically with vitamin C, and ferulic acid also works well with it, and they just stabilize the vitamin C so it works more effectively. Kind of has that smell. People say it smells like hot dog water, which is really interesting. If it starts to get really dark, that means the serum is probably losing its potency. And so I'm just putting a small amount on this side of my face, and I just love, how it just absorbs really in when I tap it into my skin. So big thumbs up there. If you don't want to go for the $169 price point, I do recommend Dermatologist. Their brand is solid. They have a nice sunscreen that's a dupe for EltaMD UV Clear. And this one is their vitamin CE+F, and they changed the name a bit. Very nice serum. Similar smell, but so it reminds me a lot of the CE Ferulic. This one's about, I think, $69-70 for this 1 fluid ounce, so cheaper than the Skinceuticals CE Ferulic, but both great options. I use both. My wife uses both. Thumbs up for that. So I would splurge on a good vitamin C serum, but I do talk about also great affordable options like Vichy's nice. They do a really good job with their vitamin C serums. Maylove, Naturium, so other affordable brands out there, but this video is specifically just looking at the higher end stuff that I think is worth the splurge. Going on to one of my favorite brands, SkinBetter Science. Not very accessible, where you can't just go to your local drugstore or Amazon and get this, although it's becoming much more accessible online. I've seen people find them online. Before, when they first came out, you had to go to a doctor's office to get it, and now people are able to get it online. I'm not sure what the process is like, but people find a way all the time. This is the Alto Defense Serum. So this is something you do in the morning. You can do it at night as well, but this has vitamin C as well as 18 other antioxidants, including green tea, coffee, licorice extract, which is nice and brightening the skin as well. So a lot of great goodies in this, and it's a nice pump here. It's about $160 for this guy, so also a higher price point, but definitely worth the price. So different texture, right? I would still do this after a cleanse, and it's a serum, but it almost comes out like a lotion. So apply this in the morning after your cleanse. You can put a moisturizer over this and then your sunscreen. But that just blends in so beautifully. I love this one a lot. One of my favorite serums of all time by SkinBetter Science. I chose to sell it because I'm a big fan of it. Moving on to sunscreens. Sunscreens, I say, would be worth the splurge. I still am a fan of the EltaMD UV Clear, which is very nice. This is the non-tinted formulation. It has zinc oxide and octinoxate, and it just makes it, the octinoxate just makes the zinc very lightweight, and so it doesn't leave you with that white cast that you typically see with zinc oxide containing sunscreens. Just keep in mind though that octinoxate is banned in terms of sales in Hawaii. So you know, out of respect for the islands, I say don't go jumping in the water with the EltaMD UV Clear, but you shouldn't be anyways because it's not water resistant. So this is a nice everyday walking to the office, walking outside, not jumping in the pool sunscreen that is SPF 46. It is very lightweight, like I said, non-comedogenic, but it also has one of our favorite ingredients in it called niacinamide or vitamin B3. So you can see here, it is great for skin types prone to acne, rosacea, and hyperpigmentation. So when you have niacinamide, it's a great ingredient that helps regulate sebum production. So for those who have acne, very good for those who tend to clog very easily with sunscreens. This won't clog up your pores as readily, and it'll also keep the sebum or oil production down. If you have rosacea, a lot of things you're sensitive to, whether it's just the most benign moisturizer, it could cause a flare. Niacinamide is also anti-inflammatory, which is great for those with rosacea. And if you have hyperpigmentation, now we're finding a niacinamide also having the benefit of brightening your skin. So it's pretty awesome ingredient. I'd say be careful with a niacinamide only serum because too much of a good thing can irritate the skin, but when it's mixed into my skincare, I love it a lot. Next would be Murad's Environmental Shield. Their City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50 PA4+. It's a mouthful, but I love this sunscreen a lot. It is on the pricier side, so this being 1.7 fluid ounces, 37 bucks about. This one is over $50 for this one, but Murad is a higher end brand. You can see it comes out tinted. It has a very mild, slight tint to it that just comes on, that just rubs in sheer with a little bit of a matte finish, but also kind of has that dewy look as well. So it's kind of an in-between. That's why I like it for different skin types. It has the iron oxides to help block blue light or visible light from the sun, or whether it's from your devices. This has that protection. So it'll cover UVA, UVB. It has ascorbic acid. It has oats as well. So oatmeal, which will be very soothing. It has vitamin E and glycerin. So it's very hydrating, as well as it has the vitamin C and E. So you're getting all these goodies in this. So it's almost like it's gonna boost your vitamin C serum even more so because it has even more vitamin C in this. So when you spend more money on something, hopefully you have the extras, and this one does have the extras, so I say it's worth the price. It rubs in so nice as well. So I bring this on my travels. When I went to Suncadia earlier, it was a little bit of a colder day, but very sunny. And so when I had some hydration from the glycerin, but I also had to protect myself from the sun. And I thought it was just a great, well-balanced sunscreen when I was on vacation. The other sunscreen that I like a lot is MDSolarSciences Mineral Tinted Cream. This one is, if you want something that's water resistant, this one's water resistant 80 minutes, SPF 30, and the tint is really nice on this one as well. This one is over $30 for 1.7 fluid ounces, so a similar price point to EltaMD's UV Clear. This one is titanium and zinc oxide based. Just like the Murad, which I forgot to mention, is purely mineral as well, has zinc and titanium. This one also zinc and titanium. This is water resistant. Always shake your sunscreens up really well. just to disperse the ingredients well, especially the UV filters. And this one is fragrance free and a little thicker. I like it when I don't have to worry about losing the cap, so nice to just snap it back on. And I'll just show you here, there's a nice tint to it, really mattifying. So we got some different ones. We got one that's kind of both hydrating and mattifying. This one's very matte. And then this one, not tinted, but they do have a tinted version, but it's a great everyday sunscreen. Probably just hides your pores really well. Put a little bit here. Next, I'm going to talk about retinoids. That's what you do at bedtime or at night, because a lot of these retinoids are unstable in the sunlight, and we don't want to waste our precious retinoids. Actually, I only have one retinoid to talk about, and it is, I haven't done a full-on video just on this, but this is my holy grail retinoid. It's the AlphaRet by SkinBetter Science. AlphaRet overnight cream comes in the regular overnight cream or the intensive, and they both will have alpha hydroxy acids. They have lactic acid molecules attached to the retinoid, and from what SkinBetter Science has told me is that they actually use tretinoin, and that's why I'm a little shocked that they'll have it available online without seeing a doctor, because tretinoin, as you guys know, isn't prescription medication. And so when I've lumped it in the prescription bucket, some of you have got upset with me, saying, even one person even said they're going to report me to the state medical board. But this is what I'm going off of, that when it first came out, this product, you had to see me before getting this medication. It wasn't available online, and that's what they had told me, is that if you sell this, you're not gonna have a patient who's gonna like write down the name, go on Amazon and pick it up there. Kind of similar to like how I would sell, like, say, Latisse, which is also a prescription medication. And now people are finding it, but I just want to talk about this one for sure, because, you know, in general, the rule for retinoids is don't mix a leave-on exfoliant with a retinoid. And so, you know, we see exfoliants as cleansers, and when you wash it off, totally fine to follow up with a retinoid afterwards on dry skin. When you put it on damp skin, it increases absorption, and it could increase your risk of getting irritation from your retinoid. If you mix it, layer it with an exfoliant that's a leave-on, that's different, and I don't recommend that because it can definitely cause irritation. And so when you have a brand that has found a way to pair a alpha hydroxy acid with the retinoid, you get the best of both worlds. You get your retinoid to help keep your pores clean, help with dark spots, help increase collagen production. And then you got the exfoliant to help gently exfoliate the dead skin cells, help with the texture and also tone of your skin, and really help with that cell turnover that the retinoid does. And so they work really well together. And when I used this, I had no irritation. My patients tolerate it very well. And if you can stay with something for months, that's when you really get the benefits of your retinoid, because it can take 6 months before you see increased collagen production and, you know, better balance in your skin, more of that taut look to your skin, and also that glow and decreasing your fine lines and wrinkles and dark spots. All those things take months. So if you need to find a retinoid that works well, that you can tolerate on a regular basis. So I like this one a lot. Just another twist top, just like the Alto, which if you're a pro, you can actually layer your Alto with your retinoid, your AlphaRet, and you get that extra boost and glow. If you're a beginner, I would not recommend that, but SkinBetter Science has told me you could have them paired up together and layered. So I'll put some of this on my face. I'll put like a small piece, half pea size amount. Usually it's just it's a full pea size amount to your entire face. But this is kind of, well, let's just do the whole thing. So do one pump, gives you that pea size amount. You break it up, dots in your face, and then there you go, voila. You can put a half pea size on your neck if you don't have you know, too much sensitivity on your neck. If you have eczema, especially this time of year, be very careful putting a retinoid on your neck, because you can definitely cause inflammation there and irritation. You know, for me, I use a lot of skincare products, and I have to review a lot of these so my skin can take it. But again, be very careful layering a retinoid over a vitamin C serum. For those who are pros, yes, you would apply the lighter weight, the serum first, and then your retinoid afterwards. Yeah, if you do it at bedtime, but be very careful, okay? So this one is about $130 for this for this 1 fluid ounce twist top tube. And this, just because it's a pea-sized amount at bedtime, it can last you 4 to 6 months easily. If you're doing every other night, you could probably stretch it out to a year, which is great. So that price point is high, but when you break it down by the month, it's actually a pretty good deal. And it's very effective, and it's backed by science as well. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Have a nice holiday season. I'll go back to talking about affordable stuff again after the holiday season, but for now, I just want to talk about splurging because you guys deserve it, and I appreciate you all. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So take care, have a nice holiday, peace.